Hi, my FK gang, how y'all doing today? So welcome back to Fergie's Kitchen. Today I'll be making stuffed winter squash, this is called a kombucha squash. We call it pumpkin, and with some black beans sauce. So here we are. These are what I'm working with today: bell pepper, red onion, quinoa, miso paste, nutritional yeast, Himalayan salt, vegetable broth, and these are for my sauce: cumin, cayenne pepper, coriander, and uma sauce. So there you have it. These are my ingredients for today. And my first step is I already set my oven to 375 for baking my squash. Already washed, so I'm just gonna cut my squash. I started pre-cutting it already to make it easier. Very pretty, nice squash. So I'm just gonna take the middle out, because we're gonna need to stuff it. So let's get the middle out. Both my squash all cleaned and ready for baking. First, I'm gonna add about 1/4 of an inch of water to my pan. Now this is ready for baking. Make sure it's nice and tight, well covered. So while that's baking, we're gonna work on our cabbage for the stuffing. This is red cabbage. Let me peel the outer part. And we're just gonna give it one more wash. So while cutting up my cabbage, remember my squash is already in the oven. I'm gonna have that there for 20 minutes, and remember it's 375. So while that's baking, get my cabbage ready. Oh, hi guys. So here in this pot, I have like a 1/4 cup of water, 2 cups of cabbage, 1 small red onion, 1 bell pepper, 2 pegs of garlic. So I'm gonna have this steam for another, it should be like 5 minutes, and it's here for a minute already, so another 4 minutes. So my cabbage, my bell pepper, my onion, and my garlic steam for another 4 minutes. And here is my finished kombucha squash, and I'm just waiting for another 4 minutes to add my remaining ingredients. And please guys, remember to share, comment, like, and subscribe. Now let's add, it's been 5 minutes. Now let's add 1 cup of chicken broth, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and 1 tablespoon of miso paste. While this is steaming, over here, this is our quinoa. Gonna have our quinoa, get ready to add to our, when finished, we're gonna add our quinoa. So two cups of quinoa. We're getting that all cooked and get it ready to add to our cabbage. So right now I'm getting my quinoa, 1 cup of quinoa. I'm just gonna add it to my cabbage. This is actually a plant-based dish. So while the water is drying out, I'm just gonna get my sauce prepared. Here in this pot, I'm gonna make my sauce. And by the way, I placed my squash back in the oven for another 30 minutes with my finished quinoa cabbage stuffing. So it's already stuffed and in the oven. So now I'm gonna make the sauce. Here's a 1/2 cup of vegetable broth and 2 cloves of garlic. So I'm gonna bring this low to steam, and then I'm just gonna add my beans that is already, black beans, it's already rinsed and drained. One teaspoon of coriander, I'm adding. Half a teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 tablespoons of hummus sauce, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, 1 tablespoon of miso paste, and a tablespoon of tomato paste. So now I'm going to let this simmer for 5 minutes before transfer it to our blender to make our sauce. AFK gang, here I am with my finished product. It's broken. My stuffed kombucha squash and black beans. And here are all my seasoning, mesa paste that I use, cayenne pepper, little salt, nutritional yeast, cumin, coriander, and umami. I just shortened it and say umami. Anyway, please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. But before you go, you know I always have a message for you guys. Today's scripture is coming from Jude 2. I pray that God will greatly bless you with kindness, peace, and love. And from me to you, guys, you fill my heart with joy and happiness. Thank you for subscribing. God bless.